llegué a Cincinnati, no vine más firme trajero. Soy ciudadano del mundo, soy un pájaro viajero. Y aquí decidí ser mi nido, ciudad de gusto provinciano. Hermosa en las 4 estaciones, puerta de oro de Ohio. Tierra de oportunidades, de gente que emprende y avanza. Aquí hasta los cerdos vuelan, en Cincy mi casa es tu casa. Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, dile que sí a Cincinnati, dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir viva Cincinnati. I didn't come to Cincy, I didn't come, somebody brought me. I'm a citizen of the world, like a bird flying around. And Cincy became my nest, because it is small and big. Beautiful in every season, it's Ohio's golden gate. Cincy's the promised land, for the creative mind. Here in pigs can fly, and Cincy mi casa tu casa. Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí a Cincinnati, dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir viva Cincinnati. Y arriba los rojos, arriba los Bengals, FC Cincinnati. Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí a Cincinnati, dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir así. Everybody, dile que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí a Cincinnati, dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir viva Cincinnati. Big hand. Now, are you ready? Viva Cincinnati! Viva Cincinnati!
Estamos out there. Estamos on the front line helping to keep this country going. Estamos away from the ones we love who can't wait for us to come home. Estamos aquí. Estamos optimistic. Estamos resilient. Estamos hopeful. Estamos together. This is Estamos Unidos de América, a nation united by people who help each other and understand that those who put themselves out there need support. We don't win this alone. We win this together. That's why P&G and Hispanic Star Estamos with you, providing relief for families in need and essential workers. Helping Hispanics, helping Estamos Unidos.
Buenas noches y bienvenidos. Good evening and welcome. Wasn't that Unidos video great? It just really inspires me. We can do so much. Unidos. Stay tuned. There'll be more to come on that partnership. I'm Pamela Rincones, Second Vice President of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce's Board of Directors. Welcome to our 20th Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati Gala. It's our first virtual gala, and it's going to be a 1-hour event. As you can see, I'm not in Cincinnati. I'm in Cancun, Mexico. Isn't this resort amazing? I'm attending my niece's wedding. So it's one of the few advantages that we have in this new virtual life, that I can join you from afar. And it's a big night. It's our big scholarship night. My heartiest congratulations to all of the 2020 recipients. So who organized this virtual event? That would be the amazing M&Ms, Michael Beck, board member, and also Michael Jackaman, creative director of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. They've put together a video for you of what the Hispanic Chamber does. Let's tune in and watch.
Good evening. I'm Michael Beck, event coordinator and member of the board of directors of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Good evening. I'm Michael Jackman, Creative Director of the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati.
Welcome to the first ever virtual gala of the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati, USA, with a focus on student scholarships.
As you know, COVID-19 has impacted all of us. We had to adapt to a new trend, but also it was a great opportunity to learn and implement new technologies, and as well to connect to our members and support us in new ways via social media. And as always, we thank you for your support.
Despite all these challenges, our gala will be, as always, exciting and entertaining. It will showcase our community and our culture. Here are some of the highlights that we have for you tonight. We will have an awesome keynote speaker, Dr. Odell Moreno Owens, President and Chief Executive Officer of Interact for Health.
Procter & Gamble will be sharing with us a very relevant information regarding the Hispanic Star Hub.
As every year, we will make a difference in Hispanic students' lives by granting scholarships to a group of deserving students.
And most importantly, as we're closing today the Hispanic Heritage Month, we'll celebrate our Hispanic culture.
So please sit back and enjoy it.
Greetings, everyone. As a founding member of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, I am proud to celebrate its 24th year of successfully serving the Hispanic community. Let me share with you some of the journey. The Chamber was incorporated on March 19, 1996 under the name Ohio Tri-State Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. The incorporators were James Arney, Ani Martin, and me. Thereafter, approximately 25 other members joined the Chamber the first year. These are our chartered members. Without them, we would not be as successful today. Leo Calderon, Randy Chavez, Roberto Pedazo, were the first, second, and third president, respectively. Alfonso Cornell is now our current president of our Hispanic Chamber. I would be remiss not mentioning individuals that also were contributors to the history of the Hispanic Chamber. James Arney, Maura Arney, Rachel Coughlin, Gloria Millard, Anita Yulin, Santiago Sams, Julieta Sims, Father Nelson, Ani Martin, and Jorge Ramos. The Hispanic Chamber has become a driving force in the Hispanic community in the Cincinnati area as they continue to identify the needs, initiate and many important events and programs and services. I look at those years of accomplishment with pride and look forward to 25 years. Enjoy this first visual event and join us again next year. God bless and stay safe.
The mission of our organization is to promote the creation and growth of the Hispanic Latino business community in the Cincinnati metro area, while acting as a connector with the largest local organizations who seek to diversify their purchases and, very importantly, workforce at all levels.
We are the most visible and strongest advocate for Hispanics in our region and actively.
This chamber is also a link and a forum within the National Network of Hispanic Business Associations and Firms, working to expand business opportunities, to encourage mutually beneficial ties with the public and private sectors, to serve as an active and visible advocate in a Hispanic business arena, and to actively promote trade business community and our Latin American counterparts.
Here are some things that we do. We establish a positive business climate for the creation and promotion and growth of the Hispanic business community.
We organize the best networking meetings and educational seminars to help promote leadership and manage more effective and profitable businesses.
Our business leads launches provide the opportunity to connect with other individuals doing business in the Hispanic community, and our monthly networking meetings help to educate our members about the latest and most important topics, ranging from business trends to community activities.
We actively promote trade relations between the Hispanic business community in the United States and its Latin American counterparts.
The Latin American Business Roundtable is a program designed to provide local business professionals with the opportunity to connect with their peers to informally discuss successes and challenges of doing business in Latin America. The Roundtable provides an excellent opportunity to exchange ideas, strategies, and advice from other members experiencing similar challenges.
We gather and distribute economic impact and demographic Hispanic information that is relevant to the general Cincinnati business community.
Our annual dinner gala has become one of the most prestigious events in town, recognizing the achievements of Hispanic individuals and businesses, and our keynote speakers included several past presidents, foreign Latin American ambassadors, and important business leaders.
We are also the founders of the Hispanic Affinity Group meetings, where leaders in the affinity group within the organizations and companies in our region come together 3 times a year to share best practices, discuss challenges, networks, and collaborate to enhance the outcome of the affinity groups.
On behalf of the Hispanic Chamber staff, we would like to welcome you to our first ever virtual gala and share with you who we are and in what ways we might be able to help each other accomplish our mutual goals. As you know, our goal is to promote the creation and the continued growth of Hispanic Latino businesses in the Cincinnati tri-state area.
If you are interested in becoming a member and to participate in our monthly events or one of the many that we have during the year, please accept our warmest welcome.
A lot of work has gone into the design and continuous update of our website. It is intended to be growing and evolving towards one of the best and most friendly sources of information regarding Hispanic businesses and a powerful tool for our members. Potential clients can find Hispanic businesses by category or services. Our members can also post promotions and discount to other members.
One of the most valuable services we offer our members is the opportunity to post job openings on our website. Over a typical month, we have up to 300 jobs posted. For perspective, our website gets approximately 15,000 hits per month or 200,000 hits per year. Similar to the famous phrase, mi casa es tu casa, I can say to you, our website is your website.
Please visit us frequently and let us know how we can help you and what you need. This is an all-volunteer organization, and I'm extremely proud of our outstanding board of directors.
Again, a huge thanks to M&M for putting that together so that you could see all of the board members and hear about all of the great things that the Chamber does in our region. It's now my pleasure to provide an introduction to Diana Lara. She has been with the Hispanic Chamber for the past 11 years, being our MC. So this is her 11th year with us and our first virtual gala. Diana was born in New York and has been living in Cincinnati for 18 years now. She's extremely active in the community, and we are so very proud of her. She deserves a very big and hearty welcome, and even though she won't be able to hear all of us, I know you join me in that hearty welcome. Again, it's my pleasure to introduce our Mistress of Ceremonies, Miss Diana Maria Lara.
Hola, bienvenidos a todos. Welcome to the 24th Annual Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati Gala. Now, this is our first virtual gala ever, and I am excited and honored to once again serve as your MC, or your Maestra de Ceremonias, for the 11th consecutive year. So if you're wondering, gosh, that's you? Yes, this is what I look like on a regular basis. So sorry to disappoint, no evening gown or dripping diamonds this time, but I'm excited to be here, and I hope you are, and we have an exciting program. And as you can see, I'm sitting here in the future home of Hard Rock Casino Cincinnati, and that's because I work here. And although we can't be together physically, we hope that next year we can be together, and it'll be an amazing guitar smashing event. So tonight is our big scholarship night, and we want to say congratulations to all of the 2020 recipients of the scholarships this year. You all did an amazing job, and although many of you couldn't even attend your own graduations this past year, we just wish you all the best. And we would like to thank our awesome sponsors for this evening. Our presenting sponsor is Interact for Health. Our gold sponsors are P&G and Hispanic Star Hub. And our bronze sponsors, Ohio National Financial Services. Without all of you, we couldn't do what we do. So, muchísimas gracias.
Hi, I'm John Cranley, Mayor of Cincinnati. Congratulations on another wonderful evening for the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Cincinnati. Of course, it'll be an unusual year, as this year has been so tough on all of us. But I want you to know how much I appreciate what the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce does for the entire community. It builds a better city, a more inclusive city. My great friend Alfonso Cornejo has been leading it for many years, and I wish him well. And I also want to send a message to the students who benefit from the Hispanic Chamber's scholarships. Getting education now is more important than ever, and it's harder than ever because of the pandemic. So keep at it and know that we are proud of you. Have a great dinner.
I am honored to be the one to introduce Dr. Odell Moreno Owens, President and CEO of Interact for Health. Odell holds both an MD and a Master's in Public Health from a school you may have heard of, Yale University Medical School. Odell also served as the Hamilton County Coroner for many years and is involved in many causes in Cincinnati that are near and dear to his heart. And now, I present to you Dr. Odell Moreno Owens.
I'm Dr. Odell Moreno Owens. And for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a little update on the impact of COVID-19 and the Hispanic Latino community. The one thing about a pandemic, it will expose how a country, a state, a city, a community treats its low-income individuals. It will expose how you treat people of color. It will expose just how wide is your digital divide. And COVID-19 has rung the bell on all three of those things. When we look at Cincinnati, we find that there have been at least, as of October the 12th, 360 Hispanics that have been positively identified as having been affected by COVID-19. Of those, there's been only 3 deaths. This is extremely low and somewhat puzzling, considering that other ethnic groups in Cincinnati, especially African Americans, have a higher death rate. And cities like New York, Chicago, and California have a very high death rate among Hispanics compared to whites in those same communities. In fact, there's some communities in California where 88% of the people infected are Hispanic. One of the earlier problems was data. When people presented to hospitals, race was not asked sometimes, and it wasn't recorded. However, when we look in Cincinnati, the number of unknowns in terms of race isn't very high today. Why do we have such a high incidence of coronavirus in the Hispanic community? One, if you are a first responder, if you are an essential worker, you have a greater chance of being exposed, and Hispanics do work in hospitals and in those high-risk occupations, as well as low-income jobs that they are considered essential. Being part of those low-income jobs, there also are individuals who do not have paid time off. Not having paid time off means that when you're sick, you're going to go to work. You must feed your family and pay your rent. You can't stay home. And usually aligned with that is an inability to seek medical care and receive medical care as well. Oftentimes, Hispanics and Latino people live in multi-generation homes, large families, and therefore if one person is impacted, like we've seen especially in California among the agriculture workers, it quickly spreads among the whole family. How do we protect ourselves? Well, very early on, when cloth masks were initiated, most of the individuals quickly embraced it, and within a 3-month period, the numbers went up, except in the Hispanic community. The numbers were just a little low. So that means that one, we must wear a mask, we must wash our hands frequently, and we must practice at least 6 feet of social or physical distancing. Even in our own homes, really protect those individuals from the outside from coming inside your home. Keep them at the front door, but absolutely make sure they're wearing a mask. And if we can do these things, we'll continue to decrease the horrible impact of COVID-19 in the Hispanic community. Thank you for allowing me to give you this quick update. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Dr. Owens. We are so fortunate to have you here in Cincinnati to educate us and inform us on such an important topic. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias, Dr. Owens. Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. You know, one of the things that we had to cancel early on because of COVID were our in-person events, things like Cincy Cinco and Salsa on the Square. However, as a foundation, we were able to shift our resources in order to help our most disadvantaged Hispanics in the city. Some of them were losing their jobs, others didn't have enough to pay rent or to pay their utilities, much less to buy food. So we were able to give some resources to Su Casa, Santa Maria, and Centro La Esperanza in order to cover families in these type of emergencies. We also helped out with food drives that we had in our communities. We also helped with COVID testing for people in our community, free COVID testing. We increased our census participation in Price Hill. And we also partnered with Santa Maria in their domestic violence program to help Latino women in the city who are going through this unfortunate ordeals. We also help our Cincinnati public schools and their distant learning efforts in order to help cover some of our ESL students by providing laptops and desktops. Thank you for all those of you who provided in this event. The students are well equipped now and thriving in their school studies. Lastly, we're coming out of a weekend where we had our Hispanic Volunteer Day. We had over 80 volunteers from different companies and organizations come out and help out with 13 different service projects. A total of 240 hours were invested in our community in order to beautify it and make it better for our participants. In short, we will continue to support our Hispanic community and provide help to those Latinos most at need in Cincinnati. Thank you.
Comercio Hispánico de Cincinnati por esta computadora, lo cual nos ayudará a hacer muchas cosas, tareas o hacer mucho con esto y muchas gracias.
I'm Todd Schwartz, Executive Director of the Cincinnati chapter of the European American Chamber of Commerce, with this reminder that education opens doors and lets you choose your future.
Good evening. Now that we're in the dessert time of our virtual dinner gala, I'm honored to introduce a very old friend of mine, who was one of my first only 3 Mexican friends when I came to Cincinnati 32 years ago. He is Mr. Simon Sotelo. He's the first Vice President of the Chamber, and he's also a Vice President for PNC Bank. He will introduce the legendary Ruben Contreras, who has been our Education Director for many, many, many years. So here with you guys is Mr. Simon Sotelo.
Friends, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce a longtime great friend of mine, who's also a pillar of the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati, USA, Mr. Ruben Contreras. He arrived to Cincinnati 21 years ago from his native Mexico, where he was a successful attorney. A year later, he became member of our board of directors, and for many years to present, he is our second vice president. For the last 11 years, Ruben has been a successful realtor in the Cincinnati and Tri-State area. He has also demonstrated his passion for education by being the director of the Chamber's scholarship program since its inception 19 years ago with outstanding results. He has said that something that he has enjoyed tremendously is the opportunity to interview and get to know hundreds of scholarship candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, our good friend, Mr. Ruben Contreras.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to all of you for attending the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati, USA 2020 Virtual Gala. It has been an honor and privilege to have been able to oversee the scholarship program at the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati for the last 19 years. Over those years, I met incredible and inspiring Hispanic and Latino students from all around the Cincinnati area. I will never forget their stories and their great accomplishments. Over those years, through the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati, USA, and the Hispanic Chamber Foundation, of course, thanks to the generosity of many people, organizations, and companies, we awarded 244 Hispanic students over $300,000 attending all major colleges and universities at the Cincinnati area represented at our galas. Now it's time to pass on the torch and transfer this great responsibility to a colleague and friend, Maria Luisa Rubio. Maria Luisa is the treasurer of the foundation, an experienced IT professional working at P&G, where she is part of the Hispanic Affinity Forum too. We are so lucky to have Maria Luisa take on the scholarship program. Thank you, Maria Luisa, and I may you also experience the amazing and enriching experience of working with young Hispanic and Latino professionals and seeing their dreams come true. I want to take this opportunity to also thank all of our wonderful staff and board members at the Chamber for all their hard work, support, and amazing commitment to execute our programs and events year after year. It has been a great pleasure working with you all. As for our sponsors and members, we truly appreciate each and every one of you who donate and have continued to support us for this great cause year after year, even in these difficult times. I strongly believe that education is the key to success for the future of Hispanic students. And I'm sure together we can make a better tomorrow. Please take care of yourself and each other. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Good job. It's time for my coffee.
Woohoo! Good job.
Good evening. I would like to thank Ruben and the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati Foundation for giving me the opportunity this year to support the 2020 scholarship program. One of the objectives of this program is to financially support the students who have demonstrated not only strong academic results, but also profound engagement with their Hispanic community. I am proud to announce that 10 of them are with us tonight in this virtual gala. To this selected group of people, let me remind you that you are role models and leaders for others to follow. It has been a truly rewarding experience for me to get to know these talented young Hispanic students and learn from their efforts, their perseverance, and their dreams. Dreams with action plans tightly connected to the opportunities that only education can bring for an individual to grow as a person, as a professional, and as a member of his or her community. A large percentage of this group are first-generation college students, and this is another reason to celebrate, and celebrate big. We count on all of you to help us nurture Cincinnati as a vibrant, diverse, and inclusive city for this generation and future generations to come. I want to congratulate the recipients of the Hispanic Chamber of Cincinnati Scholarship and wish them a future of exciting challenges and infinite possibilities. Now, before introducing the winners, I would like to thank the following people and organizations for their financial support to make the scholarship program possible. The Elevar Design Group, Mr. Thomas Fernandez. The Haley Legal Family Foundation. Duke Energy Foundation, and Western and Southern Fund. Now with you, the winners. Laura Acosta, Mexico, University of Cincinnati, Social Work. Katia Arambul, Mexico, Northern Kentucky University, Radiologic Sciences. Julia Bottoms, Colombia, Northern Kentucky University, Biology and Spanish. Brittany Cabrera, Mexico, Northern Kentucky University, Criminal Justice. Ray Canteria, Mexico, University of Cincinnati, Biological Sciences. Juan Cardoso, Colombia, University of Cincinnati, Health and Science. Isabela Herrada, Peru, University of Cincinnati, Industrial Design. Kimberly Noguera, Guatemala, University of Cincinnati, Social Work. Jacqueline Romo, Mexico, Northern Kentucky University, Construction Management. Maria Osnaya, Mexico, University of Cincinnati, Communications, Journalism.
Hello, Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati. I wanted to begin by thanking you and your organization for allowing me to be one of this year's 2020 scholarship recipients. This scholarship will allow me to be supported and funded by putting less hours into my part-time job and more hours into my studious career. I will finally be able to begin commencing my career as a national reporter. So thank you and congratulations to anybody else who has also received this Hispanic scholarship. Be proud of yourselves and proud to be Hispanic.
As computers and robots increasingly replace technical skills, critical thinking will become yet more valuable. Knowing how to critically think and assess things from a global perspective will be more valuable than one may see as exciting careers today.
As a Hispanic chamber, we strongly believe that the children are our future and that we have to provide them with every opportunity to succeed. That's why the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce created the Hispanic Scholarship Program, donating since 2001 over $300,000 to 246 young students.
Over the years, the recipients of our scholarships have graduated to become lawyers, doctors, engineers, teachers. It is why we continue each year with this scholarship program supporting the Hispanic youth. We are also very proud of the fact that approximately 40% of our scholarship recipients are first-generation college students.
COVID-19 has presented us with a new challenge. During this time of need, we continue to work with our partners to see how we can address the needs of our most vulnerable members of the community, particularly the needs of our students.
Studies are estimating that school closures across the country could result in economically disadvantaged students falling up to full academic school year behind when they return to school. We know that education is the great equalizer, and during this time of remote learning, we need to ensure all our students have equal access to technological tools to enhance their economic success. We want our Cincinnati Hispanic community to emerge from this crisis with a strong economic future. Please consider contributing by donating to the Hispanic Chamber Cincinnati Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization which will acknowledge your very needed and valuable donation with a charity donation receipt that you will be able to use for your 2020 tax return. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Brent Cooper. I'm President and CEO of the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce. We represent the Northern Kentucky side of the Greater Cincinnati experience with our horses, bluegrass, and bourbon. And we'd like to extend a big congratulations to this year's college recipients. Education is always top of mind for chambers of commerce, and there are so many opportunities throughout our region for the amazing and talented individuals that come out of our local colleges and universities every year. We are excited that you will be one of them, and we look forward to working with you in the future. I'd also like to extend a big thanks and congrats to my friend Alfonso Cornejo for his leadership, for his friendship, and his partnership throughout the Greater Cincinnati region. Gracias.
I'm going to ask you to pay attention to this important announcement. Christine Oquisen and Andres Velarde, both employees of P&G, will share with us a very important new initiative that we want your full support with it. We believe that this initiative will be a transformational initiative for all Hispanics and for the growth of the Cincinnati metropolitan area. Christine and Andres are coordinating this effort for all of us. I will introduce Christine and she will introduce Andres later on. Christine is an employee of Procter & Gamble in the Product Supply Organization here in Cincinnati. A couple of years ago, she had a 2-year assignment in Procter & Gamble, Mexico, where she was working as a plant manager. Now we will see a short video, and Christine will be here after the video. Thank you very much.
Estamos out there. Estamos on the front line helping to keep this country going. Estamos away from the ones we love who can't wait for us to come home. Estamos aquí. Estamos optimistic. Estamos resilient. Estamos hopeful. Estamos together. This is Estamos Unidos de América, a nation united by people who help each other and understand that those who put themselves out there need support. We don't win this alone. We win this together. That's why P&G and Hispanic Star estamos with you, providing relief for families in need and essential workers, helping Hispanics, helping Estamos Unidos.
We hoped you enjoyed the video Estamos Unidos that was co-sponsored by P&G. It's about celebrating and recognizing Hispanics who put themselves in the front line of the pandemic. Thank you. My name is Kristen Oquisen, and tonight my colleague Andres Velarde and I will share more about the Hispanic Star. P&G believes that the Hispanic Star is a platform to unite our Hispanic communities. Let's talk about the Hispanic Star's mission. The Hispanic Star campaign represents an unparalleled collective effort to create a platform to showcase and amplify the contributions of the Hispanic community to the United States, not only as an integral part of the American culture, but also as an undeniable force shaping its future. Now I'll pass it to Andres to share more about the Hispanic Star.
Thank you, Kristen. As we can see from the map in front of us, the Hispanic Star campaign has truly spread across the country. With over 5,000 Hispanic Star ambassadors distributing over 1 million consumer products that have been donated to the Hispanic Star hubs. This has helped reach nearly 25,000 Hispanic families impacted by COVID. And if you look on the map again, you'll notice the addition of a blue star in Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Hispanic Star Hub will serve multiple purposes. The first one is an information hub for organizations it works with and the hub's members. This will help highlight service opportunities and projects to the members. In doing so, it'll help connect those members to the local Hispanic community. Additionally, the national organization is working on a Hispanic business directory for each of its hub cities. And we invite Hispanic businesses to send us their information so that we can make them part of that directory. Additionally, being a hub means that you get access to national funding. We have the ability to submit project forms, and the national organization will use donations from corporations to then help fund those project forms up to 25%. As you can see, we've partnered with established organizations in the community, including the Hispanic Chamber, HCCUSA Hispanic Center, Santa Maria, and the Free Store Food Bank. Our goal is to highlight opportunities for our members that are being provided by these organizations so that our members can volunteer and donate. We began our campaign while under quarantine and have over 65 members and growing to date. We asked members to pledge 4 hours of service per year, representing over 240 pledged service hours to date. Our initial event was partnering with the Chamber's Hispanic Volunteer Day, and our goal is to grow the hub to over 250 ambassadors, which would account for over 1,000 impact volunteer hours. The hub will enable us to direct volunteers to the biggest needs in our community so that we can make the largest impact possible within the Cincinnati Hispanic community. If you have not already done so, I invite you to join the campaign and become an ambassador. Becoming an ambassador is free, and all you need to do is go to HispanicStar.org and click on Become an Ambassador. You'll be asked to provide your name, email, and the city. When you register, you'll get a weekly newsletter from the national organization, and you'll be added to the local email distribution so that we can connect you with our activities and our members' activities. I want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you as part of the Hispanic Star organization.
These are our next virtual events. Tuesday, November 10th at noon, Business Lead Lunch. Tuesday, November 17th at 5 p.m., our networking meeting and our non-for-profit night. If you work for a not-for-profit organization, please give us a call at the office so we can schedule your presentation. December 12th, Saturday at 5 p.m., we'll have our annual virtual posada this time. But plan to attend because the 3 wise men have confirmed their attendance. Thank you very much. Our challenges ahead. Elections are 18 days away. Yes, please plan your vote. Over the next 6 months, the COVID-19 will be with us. Hispanics are a high-risk population, so promote smart decisions, testing, isolations, etc. And very importantly, please follow all the recommendations from Dr. Odell Owens. We will continue to support the most disadvantaged groups. We will do free food drives, rent assistance, utility payments, etc. We will continue to support distant learning efforts with CPS to refurbish desk and laptop computers for all ESL students. I want to thank everybody for attending this first virtual gala. Hispanics are the future of America. Our group is the only that can provide sustainable growth to the entire country. We need to sustain the prosperity of America by making Hispanics the human energy of the country. Become an ambassador of the Hispanic Star Hub. Help us participating in the community, sharing information, and giving 4 hours of volunteering per year. Be the difference to make Cincinnati or Cincinnati metro area grow and attract new global 500 corporations to have their headquarters operation in Cincinnati. This will benefit everybody in Cincinnati and will benefit the country. Again, by doing all these things, we will also be reducing inequality that is also affecting our group. Thank you very much for coming, and it was very nice to see you today. Thank you.
No vine, más bien me trajeron. Soy ciudadano del mundo, soy un pájaro viajero. Y aquí decidí hacer mi nido, ciudad de gusto provinciano, hermosa en las 4 estaciones, puerta de oro de Ohio. Tierra de oportunidades, de gente que emprende y avanza. Aquí hasta los cerdos vuelan, en Cincy mi casa es tu casa. Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí, Cincinnati. Dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir viva Cincinnati. Why did I come to Cincy? I didn't come, somebody brought me. I'm citizen of the world, like a bird flying around. Cincy became my nest, big city with small town taste. Beautiful in every season, it's Ohio's golden gate. Cincy's the promised land for the creative mind. Here even pigs can fly, en Cincy mi casa es su casa. Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí, Cincinnati. Dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir viva Cincinnati.
Arriba los Bengals, viva Cincinnati.
Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí, Cincinnati. Dile que sí a Cincinnati, quiero decir viva Cincinnati. Le dije que sí a Cincinnati, sí que sí, Cincinnati. Dile que sí a Cincinnati.